My name is Annabelle Wright. What is the scariest part of improv to you? For me, the scariest part of improv to me is always being the most vulnerable that I can on stage. Vulnerability for me was a really massive journey in both my personal life and my life as a performing artist. I think it's really scary to not wear the mask of a character or the self-defense guards that we put up often in time, and to just kind of shed those and let yourself relax and be yourself and trust that whatever happens when you're giving honest reactions to things, honest thoughts, you're working with people that you trust on a stage, is horrifying. I'm going to refer to my practice as a clown, where oftentimes the things that we do are we fail. Failure is the gift of that art form, and it's a really scary thing to try to do your best and it flops. Nobody's laughing in front of you and you don't know how to handle it. A lot of us have self-defense mechanisms that we put up in those moments. We'll try to cut a joke, we'll try to maybe step back or shift the energy in the room, and it's really scary. But what I found is that by leaning into your vulnerability in those moments of failure on stage and accepting it, allowing yourself to have an honest reaction to it, the crowd will love it. They can tell. People can tell when you're having an honest reaction to something on stage and you're not putting up these self-defense mechanisms that we have. And I think that something we don't talk a lot about in the world of improv is self-defense mechanisms when we're performing. Self-defense mechanisms might be doing like a character that you're really comfortable with. If you end up in a situation that you're like, I'm not sure if this is funny, I'm going to save it with this character that I know is really funny. Or doing like a really wacky physical comedy thing because that's going to elicit a reaction and take away focus from a vulnerable moment you're having on stage. And when we learn to identify these self-defense mechanisms that we all have when we're performing, peeling them away gives you so much connection to the audience and such a vulnerable, authentic performance that it's magical to watch. And that is a thing that was really scary for me, and the more I've practiced it and continue to practice it, the bigger dividends that I feel like it's paid off. If you would like to see me perform, I do host a show that's monthly here at Curious Comedy Theater. It's called Something Weird, and when I talk about vulnerability on stage, this is a show that is devoted to it. It's all alternative, clown, bizarre comedy acts. And I love taking big swings in comedy. And I love taking big swings of when I might fail. And that show to me is my baby because of it, because I always go for the big swings. So I guess this is the end of my thing, and I'd say if I had to leave anyone with something, it is take a big swing, fall down on stage, and people are gonna love it. So thank you.